is your morning brief for Thursday, June 27th. Research report from FSA on applied industrials. They're posting a staircase-like improvement each and every year and each and every quarter. Let's not get applied industrial mixed up with applied materials. I just did that in I had to retake this video. I do it all the time, and so do other people, but they're very different. It's just that the name is similar. So applied industrials is a $2.2 billion market cap. It's very much in industrials, fluid, transmissions, measurement, ball bearings, those sorts of things. Very industrial. Applied materials is about semiconductors, machines that help build semiconductor chips. So they're very different, and it's a $40 billion market cap. So this report's on applied industrials. The ticker is AIT. It's actually a very good, high quality, very consistent company, but a very different animal from applied materials. And I can't believe I made that mistake, and how many people, when I talk to investors, make that same mistake when I say applied industrials. They think, oh, applied materials. But no, applied industrials, AIT. All right, let's move on. China trade. China is insisting the U.S. remove the sale of technology, or the ban of the sale of technology to Huawei. That's one of their sticking points, that they're not going to do a deal unless they get that. They also insist that the U.S. remove punitive tariffs, and this was kind of like an interim step that they were proposing to get done before they'll even entertain the full deal. So that's their sticking points right now, and we'll see how the U.S. reacts to that. More glitches in Boeing, in their software that was making the airplanes nosedive. So they've been working on it, and then they found a whole new flaw in their software, and it's going to cause more delays. So I really have not been very bullish on Boeing, even before the software glitch that we knew about in the airplane crashes. I just thought it looked too expensive. They were clearly doing quite well, but there was a limit to how much I was willing to pay for it. And certainly since this happened, the shares came off right away and then have kind of meandered, I'd say. Let's call it that. Personally, I think it should be doing worse. I am definitely not getting into Boeing. I have to see the price a lot lower than this. It may not get there, but this is not for me, and then they cannot seem to fix this problem. So it's definitely even more not for me. So anyway, if you want to talk more about that, let me know. Some earnings out. Accenture beats and raises guidance, but still the share slipped a little bit in pre-market. This is a great company. I do think it is a little bit expensive. So even though they beat and they raised guidance, I can see why some investors just took that as a cue to sell. It's just been on such a good run. It is such a good company, but how much do you pay for it? How much are you willing to keep expecting good news? At some point, some people are taking some things off the table. This is that point for evidently some investors. Look, there's nothing wrong with this company. I think it's fantastic. Just shares are just maybe just a little bit too rich at the moment. But that was a pretty good quarter. Okay, McCormick revenue grew 3% and earnings per share were up 5%. So McCormick is the spices and sauces, and it's been a long-term company, very good, high-quality company. They're in that late phase, so growing revenue at 3% and earnings at 5% is fine. Nothing wrong with it. This is kind of similar to Accenture in that I also find it just a little bit rich. Fantastic company, when you want to own, but at the right price, and I just cannot find that right price, and it may never give me that opportunity. Nike reports after the bell. That's a bellwether that everyone would take a look at. We do cover it. Also a very, very good, high-quality company. That's no surprise to anybody, but also looking expensive. So I guess in our earnings today, every company is fantastic, but they're all just a little bit rich. And futures are mixed. The Dow Futures are down slightly, while the Nasdaq Futures are up slightly. So I guess we'll call that net flat. And we'll see what the opening is, but it looks like it's going to be, fairly light and fairly uneventful open. And that's your morning brief for Thursday, June 27th. Let's get out there and find some gems.